Oh, that's so weird. I did not know this thing got raspberries this late. I don't know where the rest of them are. There used to be 4. I can only find 1 now, and it's on the raspberry bush. They were all in here, but they're gone now. So there's only 1 left. I don't know where the rest of them went. But that's weird that I have raspberries on this raspberry bush. Odd. So do you guys want to see the garden real quick? I know I never show it to you anymore. It's just an overgrown mess now. If you look, we kind of got so busy we lost control of everything. But it is what it is. Oh, I got a green bean here though I can eat. So we kind of lost control of the garden. Things still look good. Gotta come out here and pick these tomatoes. They're all really good, see? Still good tomatoes. We're gonna pick a whole bunch this weekend to process. But this thing's just out of control. We'll do a little walkthrough before we... Oh my goodness. Look how many of these... I mean, they're not pollinating. This one isn't. This one did. There's so many of these big giant gourds in here. That's so cool. I didn't realize they would actually put on more of these gourds. And those are actually these ones here. Sorry, my garden's a disaster, guys. Look at the okra. But that is these ones right here. If you look how big this thing's got now. Man, that thing's huge. It's a good foot tall. But we didn't pick it. Look, I gotta come and pick more tomatoes. Everything's still growing out here. I'm just kind of amazed by it. We haven't watered anything out here in a month, I think. Nothing in the aisles. I don't know why this is a different... Man, there's even big one. There's even big ones all the way up here. Oh, wow. This one actually kind of grew into that. These are so cool. Look, there's so many. They just keep growing and growing. Oh, look at these. Pretty. That's a nice amaranth. More tomatoes. We have a lot of stuff, guys. It's kind of what happens when you get busy. We're in lawn renovations now, so still got some pretty zinnias out here. Peppers. These are the only peppers I can grow, hot peppers. I can't seem to grow like regular peppers. And then you have all this stuff out here. These pots haven't been watered. This is pineapple sage. This is so good. It smells so pretty. Okay, let's get off to work. We got to go by the post office first to drop Paige's packages off. Look at these. So pretty. Nothing but wild tomatoes. That's what happens when you kill all the weeds in the lawn, Rach. The grass starts to grow.
The fescue.
We mowed this one Monday, I think. It's Saturday. Well, that's almost a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should have brought the mower to mow it, but...
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If we don't have mowers, what are we here to do, guys? Can you guess?
What are we here to do?
Aerate and seed. We're doing 2 aerations today. One of them we're aerating, seeding, fertilizing. And the other one we're aerating, seeding, fertilizing, and spraying.
Yes.
And somebody asked to explain how I spray a lawn. I'll show you how I spray a lawn. Now, I can't walk with the sprayer in my phone and record like I did with the BT. I did in another video because BT is organic. And if it gets on my phone, it's not a problem. But these other chemicals, I don't really want on my phone when I'm spraying.
And and it's also calibrated. Like when Carl first got this backpack sprayer, he calibrated it on our lawn. And I don't know how to do that. And
what you do is just pace out. You fill your backpack sprayer with a gallon of water and you spray out an area on it's easier on concrete. You spray out mark out 1,000 square foot area and then walk it out as you're spraying to get your pace to figure out how much 1,000. Now, give or take, if you're 1,200, 900, it's not going to matter. I don't mix the chemicals to the full. I mean, the momentum.
But you were pretty good. You mixed it yesterday, and he said, all right, I should have
1.5 gallons left. And when I took it off, there was 1.5 gallons left.
Yeah.
Like I said, with these chemicals, they call for 1.3 to 1.5 ounces. Some of them, I'll do the 1.3 ounces on the lighter side. Because it also says that you shouldn't overlap your spray, but when you're walking with a backpack sprayer, it's kind of hard to not overlap sometimes.
Yeah.
And since I've been spraying, I've never had an issue where overlap has done anything to the lawn. It hasn't hurt it at all. Like I said, I don't mix them to the full strength possible.
Right.
And the tenacity
and that
is
is
pretty
why
easy.
I don't spray.
Yeah.
The backpack sprayer is calibrated to Carl. So.
Because her steps would probably be what? You'd probably walk, I don't even know, it'd be way off.
like my 5 steps is to your 1.
Yeah,
basically.
so, and the tenacity is pretty easy to mix. If you're using tenacity, you get a little plunger that says how many gallons of water to the amount, and that's the easiest one. It's the easiest one I've ever found. Besides, Momentum Q does have a thing where you can squeeze it to where it comes up to 3 ounces, and then you dump it in, but it's all, you just got to read labels, guys.
Yeah, that is the most important thing that you learn in school. So again, we always promote, look into your state agriculture website, and they will be able to point you in the right direction to be able to get your fertilizer license. So here in North Carolina, it's considered core and pesticide license.
Yes. Turf management.
Yeah, turf
and
management.
it's like we say every year, it's definitely worth it to get your, I mean, yesterday was easily well over $1,000 day with spraying, fertilizing, aerating, and all that stuff. And another thing, Rachel was reading more into the seed, and why is this seed supposedly better?
So this seed is supposedly better because it is an elite fescue blend, an elite turf blend, I think it said, and there is one fescue in it that has rhizome,
A spreading capability.
yeah, a spreading capability. So again, we're always learning new information, and that's why it's nice to have your license, because then you have the backup of other people when you question stuff. You know, when we dealt with armyworms for the first time this year, we had, you know, a site that we could go to that we could get information. And then we went and did our own research. And so it's nice to have that basis of a license. And then you have like the backup of
yes, definitely.
everybody else, you know, kind of pointing you in the right direction.
We're all out there to help each other, guys.
Yeah.
So let's get out and do this one.
Okay.
It's not that big. Should be pretty quick because I don't have to spray. So I'm going to fertilize while Rachel is aerating, because you can do that. I don't seed while she's aerating because I like the seed to drop into the plug holes. Like we explained yesterday, they grow in there first because it stays moister.
Yeah.
And that's where it'll fill in your lawn and start growing in nice. You'll see in a couple weeks when we come back.
So I'll concentrate on one area so that then Coral can then seed that.
Yeah.
And
okay, let's
from
go.
there, right?
Okay. Okay, so here's the first one we're doing, and obviously we're not going to cross core this one by going back and forth this way. She just does like a double pass on this one. We'll do it twice, some parts 3 times. And it's not going to look pretty. I kind of wish we brought the lawnmowers. I didn't realize the grass would grow this fast, but we'll just come back sometime next week when after the rain goes through and mow it. It's no big deal. The grass is pretty thick here, so your seed's going to fall down into the holes and into the grass. So coming back and mowing it isn't going to pick your seed up and throw it, especially after they water it in and we get the rain that we're going to get. The seed will stick to the ground. So you guys don't have to technically wait 2 weeks to mow or 3 weeks to mow. Unless this was bare dirt or very, very sparse grass and you were doing more seed, then I would wait a little longer. The drain outlets come, so when she hit this area that was really, really wet, it like tore the grass up some, but that's why we're seeding the lawn. We'll pack this down a little. but not bad, not bad. It's fun aerating in the mountain. So here, these plugs aren't too bad. Look how dry. Some of them are dry, some of them aren't. Okay, I'm gonna put seed down now. So Rachel's making progress up there. I fertilized the whole yard. And how I figured out how I'm using 5 pounds per 1,000 is I have this little bucket here, and I took a food scale, if you guys watched yesterday's video, and I measured out, and right to the first ring is 5 pounds of fertilizer. And then this yard's approximately 5,000 square foot, like between 4 and 5. I put 4.5 of these in. And then I went and spread, and I ended up having a little bit more left that I dumped back out into the bag. So I was pretty right. It's about 4, I put 4.5, so it's about 4,000. So with the seed, one full bucket, like right to the top, is 3 pounds. Down here is 2 pounds. I've been filling it to the top, so for every bucket is 500 square feet. So this is 4,000. I put 8 buckets of this in here. Usually I do a little heavier bucket, and that'll give me a rate of a little bit over 5-6 pounds per 1,000 square feet. Now it says when overseeding, I could use 3 pounds per 1,000, but we go a little heavier on the seed in case we get a hurricane. Just for weather conditions, we like to account for that. And we quote it into our price anyway. So I'm gonna go spread this. I put my spreader at 13 almost, and then I run it around the yard, and if I have any extra, I just go over it a little bit in spots that are a little more bare and stuff. And whenever we do flower beds, guys, I don't have a shield on this one. This is the cheaper spreader. I hand spread all my seed around my flower beds a good 6-8 inches. And then I go and slowly do the perimeter to where my seed doesn't fly out. I mean, some will get into the beds, but we take care of these lawns and we'll pluck it right out. So let's go ahead and get this seeded. I can bring you along doing this because it's seed. So if I go a little heavier on the seed, it's no big deal. It's fertilizer you don't want to go heavier on. And this is my pace I'm walking at. So not bad. Eventually we'll get a stand on one. Go a little bit into the neighbor's yard. Give them a little bit of green grass, better grass. I want to do another pass along this wall in this area. It's a little more bare. Okay, so I'm going to get this seeded and we'll be off to the next one. So what I do is flower bed areas. I just come right along here and sprinkle the whole edge so not too much gets into the flower beds. This is a little bit bare area, so we'll do a little bit more in this area. Like I said, we don't really skimp on the seed. We like to be heavier. Quote it into your price, guys, because you don't want to use too little of seed. Okay, let me finish doing this. I'm sitting in the truck in the air conditioning eating crackers and the boss is working. Boss is awesome, isn't she, guys? She's a hard worker. Put the seat on the first 3 tiers right there where she's going over again. She's gonna punch over here in the back she's working on. I'll go spread the rest of the seed down over there. She still has to do that side over there. So I can't do anything yet. And I'm gonna open up the hopper to closer to 13.5, just so I can, the seed, I still have like a lot left and I did them 3 tiers, so. But I have to use that whole hopper on this yard. That's how I calculated it. So we are done our 5th aeration for the season so far. One more for today. And then we have to go mow our big one. And mow another one. And we're gonna finish up by taking some more of it, some more of the debris. You guys will see when we get there. This one's been a project in the going. I don't really like when projects run on this long. But the client's fine. We've had weather and all kinds of silly things happen. And we got most of the front of the house done. The back area you don't really see. But we'll get it. And then we'll start another project, but we're not going to do another one until we get all our aerations done. Then we'll start working on the next project. Here's the next one for today. The front yard's a little wet. I think I'm going to get the leaf blower and blow some of these leaves back into this bed here. So we can seed on top of it. So we're not seeding on top of leaves. So, and then this one I am spraying. So we'll do the whole front yard so I can get started spraying. Okay, this one's about 9,000 square feet. Rachel's just about on the front here. So I should be using almost 90% of that bag. Honestly, all but maybe that much. And then the seed, I'll use about a whole bag. Okay, Rachel's working on the back. I fertilized everything, seeded all this area, all to here, heavily. And then I'll let Rachel seed the rest of the back. Now, when you're seeding, guys, it's generally 5 to 6 pounds per 1,000. Some people do less. Some people do 3. You can do that. But we're more 5 to 6. And what I do is just go heavier where it's bald, where there's less grass. See where there's less grass? I just do that twice versus other spots that are thick, I go over once. So all I do when I'm spraying is I'll come here and I'll just walk the width of my sprayer, get to the end, turn around, do the same thing, and go back and forth in this pattern. You do have some overspray with that, but as long as you watch where you're going and walk a straight path, and you might miss some weeds, but you can come get them later with a targeted spot spray. So let me go ahead and get this sprayed. That way we can get home and get cleaned up. There we go, guys. We're done that one. That one was a big one, 9,000 square feet. But we'll see what it looks like when we come back to mow it. Like this. Are we having a picnic, boss?
Yeah, a picnic. So, it goes from that pink stick
Yeah.
all the way to that.
Well, who's mowing that?
Yeah, we have to start mowing this too. So I'm probably only gonna be able to go to like here maybe.
Wait, we're aerating and seeding all this too?
So then yes, he wants it aerated and seeded to,
Right here?
yeah, like that tree line.
This back big tree?
Yeah,
Or the next
so
tree?
then he wants everything from the tree line up treated.
Down there too, or no?
No.
Just from this big oak tree?
Yeah, from this.
Or the little ones down there?
No, this big oak tree and then that little one, like that line. So like, I guess right here
Okay.
and up to there
Okay.
and all that.
Okay, we're doing yoga with the boss guys?
Yeah. So we're not going to be able to mow this little section today, right here.
No, did you tell them that?
I didn't tell him that because I forgot that you didn't have your walk behind. But so if you see him again, just let him know.
Okay.
But I'll try to get what I can with everything else. But I don't have to go as low with this yet, right?
No.
Or
Oh man, I'm gonna have to remeasure this.
Yeah, I told him that you're gonna have to. So, all right. So I wanted to take you down here so you knew that we're supposed to be mowing all this now too.
Now wait, are we mowing the roadway still too?
Mhm.
Well, I guess I never pushed record with Rachel mowing that one, but she got it done. Okay guys, Rachel's finished up there. All she's got is that front and here. I have to go measure everything out. So we'll let her finish this. She did over here, you guys seen. We're aerating and seeding this, and this job just got a whole lot bigger. So originally it was just here, the fence line, all along this fence line. And if you see the fire pit down there, from the fire pit, and then I had just to the top edge of this hill here, all this here, the left side, all the way to that oak tree, past that oak tree, all the way down to the other fence. This fence goes all the way around, and all in here. We're adding, if you guys seen earlier, over there, but I'm driving on my 36 to measure this. There's no way I'm walk measuring this after weed eating and doing all that. So let's go. So what we're doing is adding all of this from the fire pit. Usually we aerated from the bottom of the fire pit there to the top of that tree ring. We're adding all this here, all this, all the way to the back of these big trees here and up, and then we got to start mowing all this to the pink flag. We didn't mow all this before. We're going to be mowing it now. Okay, let me finish mowing. Wait. Oh, shoot. So, roughly measuring the whole thing out, I have 75,000 square feet. So all this and all this is 75,000 square feet.
Oh my goodness, did I make you guys yawn?
That was fun. I left the boss alone with the client for 1 minute, and we're doing like another 30,000 square foot of aeration and seed. 1 minute, boss.
All I asked was, where was the sprinkler heads? That's all I asked. And then he said, well, why don't you take a walk with me? And he said, I want all of this done. So we didn't spray that with 2,4-D. So I told him, we'll hit it with the tenacity. And then we might just have to do like a heavier in the early spring.
Fun. So I think I originally started to quote for 50,000 because I added some of that in down to the edge of the fire pit. And I thought I was being a little adding over in. And then Rachel says, no, you got to add all the way to the side of the mountain and down.
Yeah, well, not all the way down. Like,
to like
where
I showed him where it was. I said, I'm not walking this whole property measuring. I got on the mower. I said, I'm like, that's a good thing about having
that's the only thing is being on a mower for that long. I never have any complaints ever. I love that beast. You guys see how I can take that up a mountain and not even flinch an eye. I mean, I love that mower. But when you're on it for 2.5 hours straight, just on a mower, that's when you're like, oh, that's when it gets to me. That's when my legs and feet start to hurt. But again, that's 2.5 hours. Like,
yeah, if you were sitting on a mower, you'd have problems with your butt and your back. I know. I know when I used to ride the little riding tractor, when you'd get in big yards, it'd be like I'd be mowing so long and the noise of the mower and everything, and I'd doze off a little bit and.
Oh, on the riding tractor? Yeah, I guess so, tractors. Because you're like...
You're just like, it's just all the noise, and I'm like, oh my... Probably didn't help that back in the day, early when we started, I used to stay up all night playing video games, Call of Duty and stuff, so... But... but I'm done them games now. The only games I play is making videos for you guys. Yeah. And work, of course.
He still stays up till all hours of the night and making videos.
Yeah. Well, I try to go to bed by 1, 2 o'clock, but lately I've been 1 o'clock, but it's fine. I get 5, 6 hours. That's good enough.
No,
the boss
you're
gets
supposed
like
to
8.
Get like 7. Yeah, I need my sleep. I like my sleep. I would be happy if I could sleep like a good 9, 10 hours a night.
But because of me,
yeah,
I keep her up to a certain time. Then she goes to bed. But enough of our chit chat.
I know
about bedtime. It's gonna make you guys tired. The boss yawning. All the work we've been doing lately, and it has been a busy week, and it's not gonna stop for the next 3 weeks probably.
No, and we're just so thankful. I mean, this is what we need right before winter anyway. You know, winter is never guaranteed. We have projects and we have stuff that people want done, but if it's 20 degrees out, then obviously you guys know how that goes.
You ain't gonna get old Carl out of the house at 20 degrees.
I don't like going out of the house at 20 degrees. No. And you can't put a shovel in the ground at 20 degrees, so...
At that point, you gotta get a jackhammer.
Yeah, so we're just gonna hope that we're gonna get as much work done in as possible in the next couple weeks and sit back and enjoy the winter.
Hopefully. And you guys will follow us. So
but yeah, we'll still be putting videos up.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we always have something to do.
Yeah, always. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when we upload videos.
And don't forget to be happy, guys.
Or at least try.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.